Greetings nerdlings, and welcome to AmalgamNation presents World of Loreccraft, Zonecraft, Darkshore edition. Last week was the end of Citycraft. Shattered City was the last one that is worth doing anything on. The rest of them aren't real cities, they're just PvP hubs. If you want me to do information on those, let me know in the comments below. Darkshore was once one of the most prosperous regions of the Kaldoroi Empire, and great cities such as Aran and Aran were the pinnacle of civilization at the time. Much of the coastline was destroyed in the Sundering, and it was many years before the Night Elves began to rebuild in the area. After the Sundering, some Night Elves settled on the continent's northern reaches on and near Mount Hyjal, including the port at the mountain's northern foot. The Night Elves left Darkshore in the course of the Third War, moving to the safety of Mount Hyjal and Moonglade. A small number of Night Elves have returned to the cold and desolate beach to revive the port. They dwelled in the town of Aberdeen for a time and used it as their ferry post. The remainder of the seaside is left in ruins. Darkshore covers northwestern Kalimdor, and the tainted land of Felwood rises to Hyjal to the southeast. The rocky cliffs, sandy soil and ever-present sea mist ensure that little worth noting grows in Darkshore. Kelp, seaweed and rocks litter the beaches, and a few sparse trees dot the landscape away from the beach. Once a thriving Night Elf settlement, it is little more than a desolate beach dotted with ruined buildings. The weather is cold and stormy much of the time, with a wicked wind stirring up the waves. Rain and fog are prevalent for a good part of the year, allowing only the most talented sailors to navigate the dangerous waters. Shipwrecks of the less talented litter the shallower waters and the beach. The Night Elves focused their attention on rebuilding Aberdeen until that town was demolished in the Cataclysm. Most of the town was made up of new buildings, as the Night Elves cleared away the ruins they could not restore. Many ruins remained outside Aberdeen, and harsh winds and salt water continued to corrode the once sturdy buildings. These worn pillars and crumbling structures were not totally abandoned. Stories abounded that Murlocs and Naga were slowly taking the ruins for their own. The Night Elves had a limited presence in Darkshore, spending much of their time keeping the area safe. The Night Elves subsist mainly on what they can catch in the ocean and what they can get through trade. When not fighting one another, Naga and Murlocs that lurk elsewhere in the ruins of Darkshore attack any travellers who look like easy pickings. Furbolgs inhabit a series of caves beneath the port. Uncultured but friendly to the Night Elves in the past, their time in the ruins has turned many of them feral. A number of enemies and threats have either returned to Darkshore or arrived anew. The Night Elves have suffered a terrible loss already with the destruction of Aberdeen, fled up north and built a new town under the name of Lordanel, where a few Worgen refugees have also sought shelter. Many former inhabitants are dead or missing, but the Night Elves can spare few searchers to find them, as the Furbolg have reinforced and expanded their holding of Blackwood Den. Satyrs and Grells have taken the cave network above Cliffspring Falls. The Twilight's Hammer clan have unearthed a monstrosity within the Master's glaive, and ghosts of the Highborn now flit through the ruins of Aran. Keeping up with these ever-changing foes is hard enough, but there are also two more forces to contend with, the Horde and the swarming elementals. The Horde have taken advantage of the Night Elves' weakening and forged an alliance with the previously secluded and pacifistic trolls of the Shatterspear Vale, who have taken and invaded the ruins of Matistra, while the Horde have established an outpost called the Shatterspear War Camp due northeast of the ruins. They've deforested much of the surrounding area and have even raised the Tower of Altalax to its charred foundation. The Elementals, meantime, have taken the ruins of Aberdeen, making it extremely difficult to locate any survivors. Mist's Edge is dotted with hostile water elementals. As if all these changes weren't bad enough, the destruction of the Cataclysm also raised a new Naga settlement from the depths of the sea. Situated in the southernmost region of Darkshore along the coast, Najvel waits for foolhardy adventurers to wander into its serpentine reaches. Not all is doom and gloom. Lordanel was strongly fortified. The Grove of the Ancients still stands, now greener than ever and slightly expanded to allow flight. In the midst of all the destruction, the great Night Elven hero Malfurion can be found battling the elements and keeping them at bay. In battle for Azeroth, the Horde advanced through Ashenvale, intent on making their way through Darkshore, but Malfurion's Stormrage managed to halt them with a wall of wisps. It was only when Varrock Sourfang and Nathanos Blightcaller with their troops attacked from the north and captured Lordanel that this blockade failed. Thank you for watching, and as always, remember, play to game and game to play.